Hi everyone. I'm just going to quickly go through the automatic watering system that I'm trying to set up here in the Polytunnel, just to explain how that's hopefully going to work. I've set one up similar to this at home to water my roses, and that has worked relatively well. So because I don't always get up to the allotment um, every day, it might be 2 or 3 times a week, I'm going to just set up this system and just see how well this works to water the plants that are here. So we've got some peppers, cucumbers over on this side, tomatoes, and then some more tomatoes here. So basically the system um, works from this little box here. It's solar powered. You can fit it. There's a screw connection on the back just there, which is what I'm going to do when I get some more time. I'm just setting it up very roughly today just to see and make sure that it all works. And what I'm going to do is probably knock a post into the ground just out here and screw it to the post so it gets more sunlight. And it's very simple to set up. So you basically press and hold the on off button there to switch it on, set how often you want it to water using the H button. And I think the intervals are sort of hourly up to 12 hours. So every every hour, every 2 hours, every 3 hours, and so on up to 12. And then it goes to days. So then you can have it watering every day, every 2 days, every 3 days, etc. up to a week. And then you set how long you want it to water for using this button here to set the minutes. So I'll show that in a second. And basically it's got two connections on the back here, has an in and an out. The in is obviously where it draws water up from whichever water source you have, and you do have to have a water source. You can't use a tap with this one, and that comes through this pipe here. There's a little filter that fits on the end there. You just drop that into your water source. It's got some weights in it that sink the hose to the bottom there and draw water up from there, and it comes in through this pipe and then back out along this one here to the first plant. You get some little plastic T pieces, and you basically just tee off the main pipe onto these blue drippers. So what I'll do next is run more of the main line from here, from that point over to the next pot here, and tap onto that T section there, and the water will then drip down the blue dripper directly. You want to position those directly at the base of the plant, really. My understanding is this pumps around 400 milliliters per minute. So that's 400 milliliters per minute. That bucket there is a 70-litre bucket. So it should last a good few days, possibly up to a week, depending on how often you set the watering to work. But I shall just refill that bucket every time I come up to the allotment, top it up to the top. And hopefully that'll keep everything nicely watered. So if I just show you the way this works, I've only got one dripper set up at the moment, so it might run out a bit more than usual. So if you press and hold to switch it on, you then get the display. You can't really pick that very well on the camera actually because it's LED. So that's actually now pumping for 1 minute a day, and I'll adjust that myself later on. And you can see just over here, the water's running out where the main line needs to be connected back up. But it's also, if I cover my thumb over that end to block it, you can see it's running down the dripper there, and that will go directly into the base of the plant to keep that watered. My understanding is this will do up to around 10 pots. I think I've got 12 connected at home, and it does work relatively well. You can just up the watering time just to make sure all the plants get as much water, because obviously if it's pumping 400 milliliters per minute between 10 plants, that's 40 mil a minute. Between 12 is slightly less than that. So you just want to make sure that you're getting your watering rates correct. But hopefully that'll work. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like the video if you have. And please subscribe for more videos from the allotment and garden soon. Thanks a lot. Take care.